That's the beauty of music. They can't get that from you. You need it so you don't forget.
Forget?
Forget that there's something inside that they can't get to, that they can't touch. It's yours.
What are you talking about?
Hope.
Kids See Ghosts is the climax of a battle Kid Cudi and Kanye West have been fighting for some time. Each, with a history of mental illness, continue to navigate their ghosts in search of self-acceptance. Together, they turn a new leaf, designing a uniquely meditative album that acts as the summary of their ongoing struggles. A 23-minute sonic therapy session showcasing the full extent of their mental health while instilling a glimmer of hope and healing for the listener. The joint effort arrives 10 years after 808s and Heartbreak and A Kid Named Cudi, arguably the two albums that would alter the tone of hip-hop over the next decade. Kids See Ghosts debuted just a year and a half after Cudi checked himself into rehab for depression, but also in the midst of a manic episode for Mr. West. They tapped into one another's strengths to deliver 7 tracks that, together, showcase the full scope of mental illness in a way that no one else in hip-hop is currently doing, while also creating one of the strongest musical outings in either of their careers.
All I wanted to do was help kids not feel alone and stop kids from committing suicide.
No other artist has highlighted their inner struggles as creatively and consistently as Kid Cudi.
I dream of being free since my birth. Cursed, but the demons I confronted with the spurs. I've got some issues that nobody can see, and all of these emotions confused about the world I live in. You think that I'm lonely where I probably am. Some poor soul got it way worse. We're all trouble in the world, and trouble was scary to have a kid walk this earth. Have a little thoughts, get the trouble in the bundle, and it tucked it down in the back of my brain. Yeah.
His influence aided Kanye after the loss of his mother, pushing West towards reflecting on love, loneliness, and heartbreak.
Welcome to Heartbreak. And my head keeps spinning, can't stop having these visions, I gotta keep winning.
It's apparent that, when working together, Cudi allows Kanye to be more vulnerable than he ever has been on his own. From protege to nemesis to admired friend, Cudi and Kanye's relationship has been a turbulent one. But their musical bond kickstarted an era of rap music defined by its use of emotion. At the turn of the decade, rappers began bearing their vulnerabilities and addressing their mental well-being. Kids See Ghosts works so well because the duo's mental health has already been on full display for some time. Now, there's an inkling of hope within the darkness. But I believe the album's sole mission was to leave you with multiple mantras to sing to yourself during difficult times. Cudi opens the album on a proclamation of positivity, immediately cutting through the darkness with light, literally decrying a message about love as Kanye acts as an audible gun. His declaration of still feeling the love could mean a number of things to anyone, but it's a positive affirmation nonetheless. Being loved or feeling love for someone despite distance or time is such a beautiful human thing, and the energy behind the track complements those emotions well.
He said he wanted to make a spiritual album. I told him great, because that's what I'm on. That's what I do. Like, I would love to do that.
In 2016, Cudi admitted himself into rehab for depression and suicidal thoughts. The same guy who had been attempting to save every kid around him from that exact situation was still having a difficult time healing himself, but he promised he'd be back, stronger, better, and reborn.
I'm so reborn. I'm moving forward.
Cudi's time in rehab seems to have done him wonders. The chorus of Reborn finds Cudi overcoming his faults, rising from his mental low. It's the most empowered we've ever heard him. The ethereal anthem is the album's moment of triumph, and it's so impactful just because of how straightforward it is.
Ain't no stress on me, Lord. I'm moving forward. Keep moving forward.
You'll quickly find yourself repeating Cudi's chants as he takes this moment to reflect on his newfound understanding.
And my issues ain't that much I could do. Something that starts with me.
He's achieved a new level of self-awareness, coming a long way in mastering his demons. Now, he's attempting to avoid stress while acknowledging just how fortunate he is.
By
the bridge, he's still navigating through the storm within, unclear which direction forward is. I believe it's more about putting the past behind you. What's done is done. It's time to wake up, take a deep breath, and keep moving forward. Just a few months after Cudi checked himself into rehab, West was hospitalized for psychiatric observation. withdrawing from the public for months. He'd eventually return with Ye, a dark album made by a broken man.
Man in the full knowledge of himself is a superb and supreme creature of creation. When man becomes possessor of the knowledge of himself, he becomes master of his environment, the captain of his own ship, the director of his own destiny, the accomplisher of his own ends.
Free opens with a snippet from activist Marcus Garvey, where he preaches about self-awareness, how understanding yourself aids in becoming a master of your own destiny. Free is the sequel to Ghost Town, a track from Kanye's album Ye.
And nothing hurts anymore, I feel kind of free.
A track that was originally slated to appear on Kids See Ghosts. On it, Kanye feels as though he's failed in being the person he's wanted to be, believing he'll get there someday.
Someday!
It's a message delivering the idea that it's okay to not feel okay. That narrative continues on Free, where Kanye and Cudi liberate themselves of their ghosts and their minds of those barriers.
Nothing hurts me anymore. Guess what, baby? I feel free.
I don't want to solely connect this album to Kid Cudi and Kanye West because, like I mentioned earlier, I feel as though this album's purpose was to give you musical mantras to make your own. Each track is razor sharp and well-focused. Hip-hop and rock combined with some psychedelic flourishes.
Beautiful madness on this heart. Heaven lift me up.
Making for quite the experimental record. The title track's sound perfectly encapsulates the collective's name, building an eerie atmosphere that burrows into the world of paranoia and what can only be deemed as haunted production.
Go sometimes, kissy go sometimes, kissy go sometimes, spirit.
And when it comes to production, Fourth Dimension features one of Kanye's most unique uses of sampling yet.
It feels so good it should come.
Music has generally always been inspired by raw emotions. Isolation, trauma, anxiety, paranoia, or suicidal thoughts. That's part of the magic of music, to feel something. The groove of a good beat, or just the words you needed to hear at the right moment. Theme songs to lift you up. Noise to block out the noise. But you can only listen to so many sad or depressing messages before it entirely consumes you and it's time to turn it off. There's enough sadness in the world without artists having to speak to it. Sometimes there's no need for more of it. And that's where Kids See Ghosts comes in. The album is a musical message of mindfulness and mental strength. The pair deliver 7 tracks of hope, healing, and haunting music in the face of darkness. By the end of it, Cudi has risen, while Kanye is still working on his recovery, which offers an interesting perspective, like 2 voices in one head. They give us a few mantras and some knowledge to live by, but we're the only ones capable and responsible for our own recovery. So take what you can from Kids See Ghosts, and use it to keep moving forward and stay strong.
Shine your light on.
Entertain yourself with this week's sponsor, CuriosityStream. I think we can all agree that pups make everything better. This is a fact. But humans and dogs weren't always best friends. The epic tale of the alliance between man and dog spans over 20,000 years. Begin exploring how the descendant of a wolf became man's first friend. You can find the documentary at curiositystream.com/middle8. From the founder of the Discovery Channel, CuriosityStream has thousands of documentaries from some of the world's best filmmakers. You can get unlimited access starting at just $2.99 a month. But my listeners get the first 31 days completely free when you sign up using the link in the description and the promo code middle8. You also get access to Nebula, a streaming platform built by and for independent creators like Polyphonic, Volksgeist, and myself. The world's top documentaries and more from the creators you love await at curiositystream.com/middle8. Thanks for watching, ladies and gents. Thank you to my patrons who support this channel. If you liked this video, give it a like rating. If you loved it, subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell so you know when the next episode goes live. What's an album that gives you hope? Feel free to share it in the comments below. But that's it for me. Again, thanks for watching, and keep moving forward.